I commend the man for taking up for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
We got another caller calling in.
Hey, they heavy, ain't they?
Yeah, they talking today. 95.3 Jams with a Z with Mimi, Money, and D. Valentine. Talk to us.
Brittany, welcome back, baby girl. Come on in, baby girl. I was trying to hold down the fort for us women, but since you weren't here, now as before you left, we were talking about the situation with the award between Chris Rock and Will Smith. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that as a individual? How do you feel about that as a woman? How do you feel about that as far as seeing the entertainment side? What's your viewpoint on that, baby girl?
Oh, so there's a lot to unpack here. In my best therapist voice I can do right now. But just to keep it light, I heard you mention my name, so I had to call in.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like, to be honest, there was the joke wasn't really all that bad because Will he laugh? But dating and being was funny when Chris Rock said something lighthearted about her being G.I. Jane. I felt like that was more of a compliment. That's like saying you're a strong woman.
Wow.
But,
that's a good way. You're right. That's a good way of looking at it.
I don't know if that's a good way. It's a different way.
I like it. I like how that.
I like it. But keep talking to us. We want to hear different opinions.
I felt like she took offense to it, which, like any couple, it's just like you feel what your significant other feels. So although, Will was laughing, keying it up, oh, that's a funny joke, he looked over at her, oh, it's not funny. Okay, well, then I'm not going to laugh no more. The slap was outrageous and didn't need to happen, in my opinion. But, I feel like he felt like he needed to do that to defend her, to just say, like, hey, this was offensive, and we are now offended by this. That's kind of what I think it was.
Most definitely. I think the slap was more not just for her. I think it was really for the whole family, to be honest with you, because this man and his family have been tortured and humiliated for years. Even at the Red Table Talk, people are still pointing the fingers at them and their marriage, how their kids are, saying their kids are different and things of that sort. Like, nobody can take that. A regular person cannot take that. So I can just imagine you having to stomach this stuff as not only an entertainer, but a human as well too, just to kind of keep your dignity and your image and also your sanity, So I think that slap, the force of that slap, just didn't come just because you said something about my wife. I think the force of that slap came from, hey, this is for everybody who has said anything about our family. Here it goes. That's really what it is over the last few decades. And Chris Rock just so happened to be the person.
Poor Chris Rock.
And again, he ain't tripping about it because he knew at the end of the day he was wrong. He put himself in that situation. He was wrong. I honestly don't feel like he should have any type of penalty behind that. I really don't. If they can reconcile this stuff and get this stuff together, why should it be anybody else's opinion? Why should it matter?
Mm-hmm.
That's what my whole thing. Hey, sit down, talk like two grown men, and let's rationalize this thing out.
So we just got a 2-for-1 listeners. We got 2 women right now who shared their opinions, so we are not caught up. We had 2 brothers weigh in their opinions, and now we got 2 women. We did it.
Hey, 2 for 2, yeah, it's even.
Yeah,
just don't put your hands on nobody. You straight.
Yeah,
don't put your hands on nobody without consent, and you straight. That's it. And I'm not saying it just because it's Will Smith or Chris Rock. I'm saying it in general. There's been some of y'all just haven't got caught. That's just the bottom line. Y'all done did the same thing. It's just y'all haven't got caught.
Yeah.
That's
it. Brittany trying to tell us something.
Okay, Brittany, go ahead, baby.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like, I guess it's like a southern thing, especially Texas. Like, we always picking with our friends, our siblings, our mom, our dad, whoever. We just like by nature pick with each other. And we talk smack about each other to each other all day. But we never raise a hand for one another. And I couldn't agree more. You don't, if I disagree with something you said or that person, vice versa, we don't have to raise hands for each other. And yeah, just keep your hands to yourself. Like, pop out the mouth as much as you want to, but it does not need to end in somebody getting slapped across the face.
You know what, Brittany? You know what, Brittany? It's funny, but I kind of look at it the opposite way. I feel like from the beginning of time, we've had boundaries. You could talk about my shoes, you could talk about my haircut, but if you say something about my mama, I'm putting them hands, like that's been how we've been. You know what I'm saying? In our culture, in our community. You don't say nothing about nobody's mom. It was always some type of boundaries that you had. Now see, when you grow up, the mama gets replaced with the wife. I do not know, and I love what you're saying because it's the right thing, but we have to be very honest. We have been living in a world to where we've been pulling guns out on each other. We ain't been fighting. This new generation don't fight.
They don't even talk.
You know,
they don't. What you say? That song? I don't talk. I don't argue. I just beat that. You know what? With a bottle.
Let me tell you, that's
what the song says.
Let me tell you, I had a youngin, because you know I mentor the youth. I had a youngin tell me. I said, "Why are y'all picking up these guns? We used to fight." He said, "Because we not taking no L's." So that means that they don't want to fight to even possibly lose.
Wow, that's deep.
So it's crazy. It's crazy that all of a sudden, and again, Brittany, what you're saying is right. But we don't live in the keep our hands to ourselves society no more. But all of a sudden, when Will Smith does this, every person has the best anger management control. They have the best advice,
or the counseling,
right?
Or therapists. Everybody's just certified and doctors down all of a sudden.
Keep your hands to yourself. Then they turn on 2 Chainz and Pac and everything that say shoot them. And I'm like, we have not lived in no keep your hands to yourself society for a very long time. So it's crazy when somebody like Will Smith is used as an example, and all of a sudden everybody, and it is right again, Brittany. It is right, but we need to do something to shift. And I think this was a situation. Yeah, I don't think it should have happened, but since it happened, I think the world got a smack in the face, pun intended, for us to all learn from it.
Most definitely.
Okay, so we thank you for calling in, Brittany. We
thank
appreciate
you so much, Brittany, for your love and your support and for calling in. And hopefully this message can not just be passed and utilized to you, but maybe many more to come in the future, you know?
Oh yeah, y'all keep it up. I love calling in or listening in whenever I can. And like I said, you guys have my support 100%.
Hit us on the cash app.
Thank you guys.
Stay tuned. We're giving away a cash prize later on. Maybe you could be our lucky winner again if you call in.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. Stay tuned, baby girl.
Stay tuned.
Thank you for calling in.
No problem. Take care, y'all.
Take care.
All right.
Now listen. Listen.
What's up? Listen, we've been listening to you.
No, you go.
We're about to listen to these tunes. That's what we're about to listen to.
No, yeah.